Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, once again, your Travel God of Extreme, Peter Joseph here, for video number 2. Video number 2, right here, on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. Leave a comment on this video, or any one of my videos from the past, the present, and the future, Conan. I know you like that joke, and I'm going to keep saying it till you don't like it anymore. But anyway, so leave a comment on the videos from my respective channels from the past, the present, and the future. Below these stupid comments, you get sent to the Shadow Realm, beaten severely, and then Ozzy and Saint will come down and pretty much eat your soul. So don't do it. Go do it somewhere else. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you do, you're going pretty much back to the Shadow Realm, beaten severely again. Because you, fat boy, or SOL, you know what that means. And if you don't know, well, you're going to know. You're going to learn today. Pretty much. And that's that. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, and all that other good shit. And if you're new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. You grab the nice, big, tasty orange soda. Sunkist. Zero. So, grab yourself a nice, big, tasty, cold one. Sit back, relax, put your stinky feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't, well, that's too bad, Mahoney. Mahoney. That's just too goddamn bad. Go cry about it. And that's that. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday night. You know what that means. We got AEW Dynamite coming your way at the top of the hour from Bucks Country, Ontario, California. Should be a good show. Speaking of the Bucks, they're in a triple threat match to see who gets the #1 contendership for the AEW tag team titles that those top guys have. FTR, Fuck the Revival, Dax the Axe Howard, and Cash's got a clock! Wheeler, along with the guy that gets no hose, Stokely Hathaway. So we'll see what happens with that. And we got a few other good matches tonight. We got, Kenny not Kenny, Swerve taking on, I think Swerve's taking on Andrade. That should be fun. Well, Kenny's taking on Andrade, I forget. But we're gonna see Andrade there. We got Chris Cakelander and the Spider Lady, Thekla, for the AEW World Women's Championship in a good old-fashioned strap match. Not strap-on match, strap match. That should be fun. MJF's going to be in the house. And a whole lot more on your 2, plus our Cure for Insomnia AEW Dynamite. As we're getting closer and closer to Revolution on March the 15th. So we got about a month away. So we have that. And don't forget, we got Grand Slam Australia, mate. That's going to be this Saturday morning, or Saturday, I don't know when it's going to be on TNT. So we shall see what happens with that on your Saturday. And that's pretty much it. Then next week, we're back in the States for another week of great action for AEW. And Ring of Honor, too. Speaking of Ring of Honor, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great day. And if not, well, too bad for you. My morning wasn't great, but got through the day, and it's going pretty decent right now. So, but if your day was pretty good, well then, good for you. If not, too bad. I hope maybe tomorrow will be better for you. And that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, after 4.5 minutes of spiel that you watched anyway, because you got nothing else to do. Ladies and gentlemen, on this Wednesday night, February the 11th, 2026, it is time for your late, getting close to really out of date, Ring of Honor review for this past Thursday night, February the 5th, 2026. And we, as always, we are still emanating from the Esports Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Scared them Cowboys that night. So I think this is the last one, or maybe got another one left, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, as always, our commentary team of the boring man himself, Ian Wicca Boring, and the Pasta, Caprice Coleman. If I don't do this, he gets really mad at me. So, the Pasta, Caprice Coleman. Alright, a little bit of a change this week, because it's a special week. It's Global Wars. No, not Ring of Honor versus New Japan or Ring of Honor versus CMLL. It's Ring of Honor versus Athena's Metroplex Wrestling promotion down in Texas. So we got some dream matches, if you will, showcasing Athena and her group and all that other shit. I thought it was a pretty decent show. Nothing great about it, but that's Ring of Honor TV for you. And that's that. Alright, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time, because we got Dynamite coming up in about 40 minutes from now. Excuse me. That's that. Before we start, let's take a toast. Why not? Here's to you motherfuckers that got owned. Let me move on. Alright. So we start off with an opening recap of Athena and her minions, Diamante, that's it, Diamante from NXT, and my girl Billy Starks, fighting against Hyann the Huntress, Maya World, and the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Champion, Deonna Purrazzo, which saw Hyann, Maya, and Deonna get the win after Maya with a weird pin on my girl Billy Starks. So they get the win, and oh boy was Athena pissed at Billy. She was like, "Now you son of a bitch!" You know, start pushing her. Can we see the seeds being planted one more time with Billy Starks and Athena going after the Ring of Honor Forever Championship that Athena's had for almost 1,200 days? Somebody's gonna beat her, and it's probably gonna be Billy or Deonna at this point. Somebody end this shit. But I don't want it to really end, but it's gotta end. Give somebody else the belt for once. But I know we said that about Roman, but he held it for 13-16. It had to end eventually, but I was hoping it would keep going. But we'll see. We're just gonna get the belt back at Mania, so we'll see how many days he holds it hostage again, but we'll see. Alright. So we got that. So it should be a six-way, a trios match in the main event. We'll see. But we saw it with match number one. Speaking of, we have an 8-person tag team match. We have Demo Diamond, Lisa Clark, LVJ. Don't know what that means. Larry the Virgin Jamaican, I don't know. And, KJ Wright, or KJ Wright, I don't know. But anyway, they take on Shane Taylor Promotions of the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champion, Shane Taylor, the big man, Shane Taylor, and the infantry, Gotti Bravo, and the captain, Sean Dean, along with the beautiful Trish Adora. Alright, so it wasn't a great match, 7.5 minutes exactly. So Carly Bravo takes KJ Wright down to start, gets taken down with a running shoulder block. Then they take turns running the ropes until Carly Bravo hits one mean right hand, knock him the fuck out. And then LVJ comes in, takes over on Sean Dean before Lisa Clark, who's a female, and Trish Adora come in. And they don't stay in long. Back to Carly Bravo for a Bronco Buster on KJ Wright. Little, like, that's weird, that's disgusting from a Sean Dean. The big man, Shane Taylor, finally comes in for some big shots in the corner. And then Sean Dean's half crab gets broken up. Then the women come back in. Lisa Clark hits a running forearm in the corner and a side slam for a near fall. But Trish Adora comes back with a German suplex into a Saito suplex, dropping Lisa Clark, in a heap. Then she picks her up, hits the lariat Tubman clothesline. 1, 2, 3 in exactly 7.5 minutes. Shane Taylor Promotions, STP, get the win. In a match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Nothing really to write home about. That's that. Moving on. Alright, after that, we go to match number 2. We have a non-title proving ground match, meaning if the opponent wins the match or goes the 10-minute time limit, they get a future title shot against the person who has the belt. Well, we have a non-title women's television championship match. So if the opponent, who is Bert Vixen, beats Red Velvet from Your Mama's Kitchen, she gets a title shot. Does she? No. 7-minute match. We get a feeling out process. Not like that, you perverted idiots. Anyway, so we got a feeling out process, and they trade some knockdowns until Bert Vixen gets the better of that. Springboard elbow out of the corner gives Red Velvet a near fall. Bert Vixen comes back with an arm drag into an arm bar. The first 2 moves are Chris Jericho, you know? Hold number 1, arm bar. Oh, hold number 2, arm drag. Hold number 3, Japanese arm drag. Anyway, Red Velvet is right back with an arm bar of her own. And then Bert Vixen ties her in the tree of woo! For some rapid fire kicks. Ow. And Red Velvet escapes that. Goes for straight out your mama's kitchen. That gets blocked, which is basically Charlotte's natural selection. So that gets blocked. Bert Vixen's Blue Thunder Bomb gets a near fall because your name is not Sami Zayn. Red Velvet comes back with a spinning bulldog. Then hits the natural selection or straight out your mama's kitchen. 1, 2, 3 finishes off Bert Vixen in a smidge over 7 minutes. Decent match. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. What are you going to do? Alright, that's it. Alright, then we go to back. We have the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. He wants his group, Skyflight. That's Darius Dante Martin, Zeta Steel. I think Leda Gray was there. I might have missed it. But anyway, and Scorpio Sky. He wants them to step up and say by facing La Facción de Ignobles, LFI, for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. That's because the Beast, Mortos, and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, has that. So they made the challenge and see if Sammy and Mortis accept it. I assume they will. But we got that. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Let me move on. Alright, match number 3. We have a tag team match player. We had Big Cass. He's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And the bounty hunter, the bad apple himself, Brian Keith, still alive from last week's Collisions match. Holy shit, that parking lot brawl with the Rascals and Eddie Kingston and Ortiz against the Grizzled Young Veterans and Big Cass and Brian Keith, that was a mess. Whew. I mean, it was good, but, you know, bloody as well. You were killing each other. So that credit parking lot, you can't get away from it. But anyway, Big Cass and Brian Keith take on the team of Surf and Turf, and that would be Brother Kaimi, who basically is Surf, your stereotypical Hawaiian surfer, and Phil Shark, who is Turf, a man in a shark costume. Basically, Shark Boy and some guy who's a surfer dude. But anyway, this team, I was surprised. I was like, holy shit. I gave him a little golf clap. Because you know why? Because I was impressed. Very impressive. I'm interested, like Roman would say. But anyway, so it's also with Brian Keith and Shark. Shark Boy! Give me a show, yeah! What? Give me a show, yeah! What? Anyway, so that starts off. So Shark wrestles with the shark hat, or semi-shark mask. which didn't last long because Brian Keith's like, get this mask off, show your ugly, disgusting face. Anyway, then, Kaimi, I guess it's Kaimi, I might be wrong, I'm sorry. Kaimi comes in off a blind tag, slams Brian Keith into a neck breaker from Shark, and then they do a move called a Harpoon! This ain't Legend of Dragoon. Stop. I missed that game. Anyway, that results in Brian Keith kicking Shark in the head to take over. And then we settle down to Brian Keith dropping a knee on Kaimi, but it's quickly back to Shark, who comes in and cleans house. And then Big Cass chokeslams Kaimi hard on the apron. Ow! And get big boots, some big boots drop Shark. Then the swinging Abyss Black Hole Slam finishes it off. So Shark takes the pin. So at under 6-minute match, pretty fun match for what it's worth. I like this Surf and Turf team. I want to see them again. So let's see what happens with that. All right, so Big Cass and Brian Keith get the win in a match. Pretty decent, 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, my favorite part of the show, I haven't seen this chick in a while. She's been kind of, around. She's been floundering, around and just chilling in the Shadow Realm, but you see her. Abaddon. That big poster you see next to the white stuff. No, not that type of white stuff. But you see her, you love her, Abaddon. My girl Abaddon, the MPX Women's Champion, defends her title against Ray Lynn. Was a decent match. So it's also with Abaddon knocking Ray Lynn into the corner. Then a running knee to head. Ow. Ray Lynn gets back up with a takedown, some right hands. We just reverse into a fight over leg locks. That gets broken up. Ray Lynn's kick to head gets a near fall. Then she grabs some type of Indian deathlock variation. That didn't work, because that gets broken up. Abaddon comes right back with a swinging slam for a near fall. And then Ray Lynn's bridging suplex gets a near fall. But then Abaddon comes right back with a quick downward spiral. Never saw her do that before. But anyway, she hits downward spiral 1, 2, 3 in under 6 minutes to retain the MPX Women's Championship. We'll allow it in the prophecy, because we love gold here. We love gold! No. We need more gold. Besides my titles, we need more. So, Abaddon has a title. And that's pretty much it. And Rosa has a title, too. Not that type of title, you know what I mean. She has a title, belt. She's the women's champion of kicking your fucking ass! She has another title of bouncing on my dick, but that's another story for a long time. Anyway, I lose every time. I tap out pretty much in like 10 minutes. But I digress. Anyway, so Abaddon, my girl Abaddon's back. Love to see her. Want more of her, but we got that. So match-wise, it was alright. 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we go to our next match. The Ring of Honor Pure Champion, still going strong, over a year plus as champ. I don't know how many days exactly, but it's held it for a little over a year and change. Lee Moriarty of Shane Taylor Promotions, he takes on Exodus Prime. No, not Optimus Prime, Exodus Prime. Another non-title proving ground match. You know the rules. I don't need to tell you. Alright, so it was just under 6.5 minutes to go to the mat to start some mat wrestling. Yay! That doesn't really go anywhere. And then Lee Moriarty with a octopus hold. And Exodus Prime falls into the ropes for his first rope break. Yeah, pure rules, by the way. And then Exodus comes right after and charges into a downward spiral into the middle turnbuckle. Ow. Lee Moriarty grabs a cravat, ties him up with his legs, sending Exodus Prime over to the ropes again for his second rope break. But Exodus, with an insecurity to the champ in the corner, And a Phil Nelson backbreaker gets a near fall. A pop-up powerbomb sets up the Boston Crab. And then Lee Moriarty has to use his first rope break. But Lee Moriarty comes back and hits something like a Tiger Bomb into a side effect. Interesting move. 1, 2, 3, Lee Moriarty gets the win in, like I said, a smidge under 6.5 minutes. Like 6:25-ish, so we get that. So, not a bad match. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. After the match, you don't see this from Lee Moriarty a lot, but you get sportsmanship! Yay! A code of honor. You'll love to see it. I want to see it more often. And that's that. Alright, after that, we get a promo from the Premier Athletes. We get Ari Daivari, we get the Premier Athlete himself, Tony Nese, and a schmuck smart Mark Sterling. And I think they have one other guy. Soy Denali's there too. They meet up with the Swirl, Blake Christian, and Lee Johnson in the back. They decide to team up to get rid of the luchador problem around here. I guess Moscow Dorada, Serpentico, and Angelico. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. So 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, since we had the women's MPX title, now we go to the men's title for the MPX title. Two guys I have no idea who they are. Dylan Cavins, or Cavins, I guess it's Cavins. Dylan Cavins takes on J.D. Griffey. No relation to Ken Griffey. Don't know who these guys are. Who are you? What? What do you do here? Who the fuck are these guys? I mean, really, Tony Khan? Who the fuck are these guys? I mean, who the fuck? Anyway. Decent match. Just under 4 minutes. Griffey's challenging. Strikes the champ down to start. Cavins gets back up to pick up the pace. Then he goes for a springboard. That gets broken up. And then Griffey drops him on the apron. Ow. Where Cavins hits something like a 619. Interesting. Goes for a 450. He hits that for a near fall. Then another springboard missed. No water in the pool for you, sir. As Cavins makes sure to avoid the referee. And then a shoulder breaker gives Griffey the pin. And we have a new MPX World Heavyweight Champion in J.D. Griffey in just under 4 minutes. So, all I can say about that is a filler world title match. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. That's sad. Sad. Well, we gotta put it somewhere. Alright, move on. Alright, then we get to your main event of Ring of Honor TV. I believe it's episode number 153 or 154. Oh, anyway, we have a 6-woman tag team match. Hyann the Huntress, Maya World, and Deonna Purrazzo, the Ring of Honor Pure Women's Champion, takes on my girl, Billy Starks, Diamante, and the Ring of Honor Forever Champion, Athena. Oh, this is the match that Athena got really mad at Billy Starks. So anyway, so it's also with Athena and Maya World. Athena doesn't really look worried about that. Maya takes her down a couple of times. Oh, now you gotta worry. With some head scissors getting Athena out. Then the two of them get into a stare down. Athena hits a drop kick. That works a little bit better. And then Sagiri sends Maya into the corner. And gets the tag to the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. Oh, that might be foreshadowing coming up maybe for a supercard. We'll see. So Athena is knocked down quickly. Billy Starks comes in. Gets knocked down too with a double suplex, giving Hyann the Huntress a near fall. Double Bulldog gets a near fall on Billy, but Athena offers a trip from the floor to take over. And then Diamante comes in with a code red, and they start tag team wrestling triple threat. Trios tag team wrestling 1-on-1, tagging in each other every 5 seconds. That worked. Then a backbreaker gets Maya out of trouble. Deonna Purrazzo takes Billy Starks out on the floor. And then she takes her out, gets back on the apron, gets the hot tag to come in and clean house. But Billy saves Diamante from a powerbomb attempt. And then all 6 women are in the ring. Athena deadlifts Maya World. Diamante's rolling chaos theory. Nice. Gets a near fall on Deonna Purrazzo. But she kicks free and tags, well, it looked like Hyena Huntress and Maya World at the same time. How's that work? And Athena has to make the save of her own. And a double middle rope code breaker hits Hyena Huntress and Deonna Purrazzo. Maya World dropkicks Diamante into the cover for the save. And Billy Starks tries for her Swanton Bomb. But Maya World got her knees up. And a bridging cradle type pin. 1, 2, 3 gets the win on Billy Starks in under 12 minutes. Match, pretty decent. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then, like I said, after the match, Athena goes berserk on Billy Starks. And well, Billy Starks mostly, not so much Diamante, shoving Billy Starks like, what did you do, Billy? Come on. Oh, Billy! Come on, Billy! Why are you so stupid, Billy? No, somebody call Rosie Perez. Shit. Oh, Billy, I asked for a glass of water. Means I want to fuck. Well, I don't want. I want to go to the bathroom. Oh, Billy, I want a screw. No! I'm not thirsty. Get your own drink. Fuck you. Anyway. Alright, so we had that. So we'll see what happens this Thursday night on the program with Athena and her minions. It's not going to be pretty. And a whole lot more on Ring of Honor TV this week. But for last week, pretty like this show. But I gave it 6.25 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of Ring of Honor for last week. And in the comments section below, and like Trick Willie would say, let's talk about it. And that's that. Alright, we got AEW Dynamite coming up in a little bit. I'm going to get to that. Then I have my sister for dinner. But I will be back one more time, ladies and gentlemen, later tonight after Dynamite. We'll talk about NXT. And then tomorrow afternoon, before I do my some errands, I do have to go out Thursday night for some stuff. Got some stuff to do with the missus, of course. We're going to be in the city doing some shit. That's it. So tomorrow afternoon, you'll get your AEW review over on my Peter Joseph channel. And then late tomorrow night, your TNA Impact Wrestling review for episode number 5. Let's see if the ratings go up even more. Over 200,000 views last week. So we'll see if it goes up a little bit more. They're getting there. They're starting that climb. But we'll see what happens with that. As tomorrow night is the go-home show before No Surrender on Friday the 13th at 8 p.m. on TNA Plus and Thriller or whatever you can see it at. Going head-to-head with SmackDown. Sucks. So, your Valentine's weekend, you can watch SmackDown, you can watch TNA, and if not, you can go watch a movie and then get some. Because as we all know, Valentine's Day is really National Condom Day. Not that many people will use it that day. Hope you have a good pull-out game. Just saying. So we got all that when we move on. But have fun on this weekend for Valentine's Day. Take your missus and take your hubby or your girlfriend out to a nice lunch, breakfast, lunch, or a nice sensible dinner. And if you want, go to the club too. Have fun. Have fun, but be safe. That's all I gotta say about that. Guys, make sure you really wrap up that burrito. Or if you have good pull-out game, which I know some of you don't. I have great pull-out game, but I digress on that. So I'm gonna have fun on Saturday. We're gonna go to the city with the missus and just gonna have some lunch. Not going out that night, because we're gonna just chill. We're gonna just have a nice, sensible, romantic dinner with a nice romantic movie and then some business. And that's that. So, that's all I gotta say about that. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Gonna get ready for Dynamite. Should be a good show from Ontario, California. And I'll be back later with your NXT review, like I said, over on my Peter Joseph channel. But also, link down below to my tribute to James Vanderbeek, who sadly passed away today at the age of 48 due to colorectal cancer. He had stage 3 last year, and I guess it progressed to close to stage 4, stage 5, and then pretty much done. So, sad day in the world of TV and movies and everything, but James Vanderbeek, a great actor, just gone a little bit too soon. He was a year younger than me. So, you get that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, be true to yourself, be a real American, and all that other good shit. And that's that. But thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys a little bit later. But until next time, peace, motherfuckers.